part, Christine, when we put it on YouTube. Cool. All right. Introductions. Starting with Gus and working around.
Gus, N0GUS, Byron, W0WB,
Jim, K2UHB.
Robert.
Welcome.
Dan, KF0IQW.
Ammo, A0SM. Kiara, November 4, Operator Hotel.
Jonathan, KE0YDO.
John, KF0NJU.
All right.
Sure,
Kevin, K0IX.
Rick, NX0Z.
Ripley, OSC0, George needs everything.
Vince, AC0MBB.
Christine, N0PJ.
Joey, KF0B. Well. All right, Will.
Will, KE0Z.
Jeff, KE0KRO. Brennan, N1 BMW.
Dan, KB0ECO.
Dale, KE0RJ.
Ray, W0HHM.
John, N6VEG.
Glenn, KE0ZP.
Steve, KB0WSV.
All right. Welcome. Pull up the agenda on my phone here. Before we pull this up, what's the first thing we do? Is it the treasurer's report or? Oh, yeah, do that while I pull this up here.
You want the online folks to introduce themselves?
Oh, yeah, we can do the online folks here real quick. Online folks, you can introduce yourselves real quick.
Evening, Brad W7LZN.
Odd KF0AIT.
Lynn, KF0GFS.
Jason,
Cool.
KC0MVF.
Thanks for joining, everybody.
K0MTZ.
And there's a mic here. All right, minutes of the meeting from March 3rd, 2026. The meeting was called to order at 19:30 Central Standard Time. We had 30 members and guests present in the classroom and 6 members online. Minutes from the February 3rd meeting were read and approved. The treasurer's report was read. The Form 990N was submitted to and approved by the IRS. Hamfest raffle ticket prices will again be set to 1 for $1, 6 for $5, 15 for $10, and 35 for $20. The treasurer noted that there are 5 Tuesdays in March. The club will have a pizza dinner, a dinner at the Pizza Ranch on Tuesday, March 31st. More details will be emailed to members. The technical committee reported that the Hot Springs 6-meter repeater equipment owner will be back on March 5th, and we'll be able to see what they have available. We discussed the mic situation in the classroom and are looking into how to improve audio for online members. We had 1 new ham from the February 10th BE test session. Dylan passed the tech and is now KF0WIH. We have at least 4 candidates signed up for the March 10th BE test session. The Hamfest committee submitted a budget request of $850 for the July 25th ARRL South Dakota Convention. The budget was approved with the amendment allowing the budget to be extended to $1,000 if it needed. The Hamfest committee's next meeting was scheduled for Tuesday, March 24th. The agenda will be forum selection and door prize ideas. Kevin, KE0IEX, suggested the Meshtastic WIO Tracker L1 would be a good radio for bulk purchase for interested members. The club will bulk order them to be resold at reduced cost to those who want them. Adam, W0ZML, went to a talk with astronaut Chuck Gamar, who offered his help with a possible ISS contact. Matt, K0BBC, mentioned that AMSAT will help with providing the necessary equipment, and he has some contacts with AMSAT. Gus, N0GUS, suggested a homeschool organization that he's familiar with. As of yet, there has not been an ISS contact in South Dakota. Kevin, KE0IEX, has been working on getting a Meshtastic node at the airport. The airport has given approval for the node as long as the equipment is under ownership of SEARC. The cost to the club will be about $200. Adam, W0ZML, is working on our club Meshtastic channel. Adam also asked for and received the club's permission to send out Discord invitations to other radio clubs. Rick, NX0Z, mentioned the need to simplify and clean up our Discords. Gus, N0GUS, is building another Morse game for the Washington Pavilion Science Center. He's looking for a durable box for the display, and that we can put club information on the display. The club has obtained permission to hold field day, the 2026 field day at the Emergency Management Building. Field day is scheduled for June 27th and 28th, 2026. Meeting adjourned at 20:29 Central Daylight Time.
One correction. You said March 5th,
Yes,
and it's March 25th.
25th. Okay, I
After
read
the
it.
20
I got it
after the
now. I
25th.
wrote down 5th. I
Yep.
went with that. I wrote down. Okay, okay. Thank you very much. Any other?
And that would have been standard time on March. If it was
We were on
March 5th,
standard
it would have
time.
been standard. Yeah, right.
And it was 25th, a little bit daylight.
Oh, okay. Oh, I did.
I'm
okay,
talking on
okay,
the 6
okay.
meter repeater deal.
Okay. That was standard time, not daylight.
Yes.
That's-
That's 8 is when we switch.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. I'll make that right. Any more?
All right, with those edits and what he's read so far, can I get a motion to accept?
Yeah. So
I so moved.
Jan, all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And technical committee, I don't think anything broke with it. You went up to actually fix something.
Right, we had a couple little issues at the Toronto site for the state link. Some of the switches on the repeater control got probably bumped by some technicians that were doing work in the shack, but that was easy to fix, although we're experiencing some interference. John was doing some investigation. We think we're getting but some ducting from another repeater in Minnesota, which is on the same frequency in PL Town as Watertown. So it's getting in through Watertown or through the Watertown link on the Toronto site. So we're discussing maybe changing the PL tones on the Watertown link. So that's still kind of up in the air, and there might be some intermod that we're dealing with too, but we're going to tackle one thing at a time. So
Do we have a repeater coordination group for this region?
yes, we do. I'm it.
But is there one in Minnesota that?
Yeah, there is one in Minnesota, although their website, last time I looked, wasn't very well kept up. So I might have to do some digging to find out who's actually doing the coordinating in Minnesota.
Is that a new repeater?
What's that?
That's a good question. Is it a recent repeater, or is it something that's been there and all of a sudden it's now a problem?
That I don't know. I don't know how long the repeater's been there. So got to dig into it and find out that info.
So the repeater book app on your phone, it'll tell you when it was added, which kind of tells you
Yeah.
when it was time. Yeah.
Yep. But we'll get into it, and it doesn't happen all the time, but when conditions are right, it kind of locally it makes a little bit of a mess up there. So that's about all I have right now for link stuff. Everything locally, as far as I know, has been working okay.
That's what it keeps working. I know, Sioux Falls Aiden, W0MOD, that works at Vantech, he took, I don't remember what the model of it was, but it's like this itty bitty little thing with a screen that does APRS, and he's figured out how to drive a $80-ish VHF amp with it. So this little handheld thing does maybe a watt out, maybe.
APR8T, something.
Yeah, it's got like a couple letters and a number. It's a guy's call almost. And he figured out how to drive it with that. So it's a plug and play digi, and it can be an iGate, so it pushes to the internet if you have that part.
If you have wireless.
Yeah, if you had wireless, which we don't at this the T site. But that, I think all in, it was like $180. So if the T, whenever we get around to going to T, if that is the equipment, we could swap it out with one of those, and it's way better at decoding because it's all
Is it
software.
reliable?
It's been running for, 3 months
How
doing it.
susceptible is it to like weather, lightning and static and that kind of stuff?
Probably just the same as a normal radio, I would think. Maybe. For how cheap they are.
Well,
It's not the end of the world, but yeah. So the amps, I'm more worried to see how the amps go. Because we don't get a lot of APRS traffic, but I wonder if like, when tropospheric ducting comes in, if it starts going.
Yeah. If the band opens up, it's going, oh,
Yeah.
there's a lot.
We haven't tested it for that one. I don't know how we could.
Might go up to, 70, 80, 90%.
Yeah. It's got a fan, not a big fan, and it's also like an $80 amp. So it hasn't been stress tested enough, but
He's had it running for a while.
2.5 months, I think. So yeah, he doesn't have it show to the map right now because it's just relaying, or I think he's even stuck it in his car and drove around with it as a personal. It has GPS too, so you can use it. So one of these days we'll do a show and tell of that one, because I think that's what we could use to, if there is an issue with the T equipment, that's probably the most modern-ish way to fix it.
Yeah, I think that one at T is IDing, and it doesn't relay much. Something's wrong there.
Yeah, it only really hears your node at your house.
I don't know that
sometimes it does.
I haven't paid attention to it for a long time. I just.
Do you ever figure out how to get into the T stuff?
I went there, talked to the lady, she okayed me to go there, and I haven't gone back up there to investigate. So if someone wants to, Jim, were you gonna go at some point?
I tried reaching out to her after we talked about it last month, and I got crickets, so I was actually going. So it seems like, I don't know, they have a lot of construction and everything going on right there on the site. They have like a new park being built as well too. So I think that might have something to do.
They might not want us there now.
They might not want us there now. I'm gonna still keep trying. I have a way to.
They probably didn't even know we were there. A generation that takes care of it now.
It's like the one, what's the other APRS thing south?
It's on a Turkey
Ridge. Yeah. Is that the one that's on the farmer that was the cell tower, and then now it's not a cell tower?
Well, a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's on a commercial site now. But it was supposedly disconnected, and then all of a sudden started working again. So AT&T has the site supposedly, last I heard. And AT&T they wouldn't want us there, but
let's not rock
might
the boat.
be it got sold again, or a technician that come around to take care of stuff. There's a ham or knew about it, plugged it in.
We should probably just not rock the boat and leave it.
Yes.
That's a good idea.
Deal with AT&T, I'm sure.
Well, might be worthwhile if you drive by it to see.
Figure out what antenna maybe it could be.
I think I did
They
that.
have a sign that said like who takes care of it.
Yeah. I think it's AT&T. Someone told me they drove by there.
I was there, I don't know, a few years ago. It's fenced. You can't get in there.
Yeah. Might have a sign on it.
It was supposed to be all taken down because it's an older tower, older building. But evidently, he was going to put in a whole new building. The guy that owned it for a while, he was a ham, not active. But he supposedly sold it to AT&T. And they were going to put a whole new building in and all this kind of stuff. So.
Yeah.
Is this the T? The T water tower?
No, Turkey Ridge. Yeah, let's not bother them. Because that one works now. That one works the best.
It started life way back when Howard was the president. Remember that? He was the last 20-something-year-old president here. And he was in the APRS. And him and another fellow, the fellow was out of T that lived there. Can't remember his name. They were the ones that put in all this APRS. They bought the equipment themselves.
So when's the last time we went there and actually looked at the thing?
Well,
20
Ken
years.
and I were there at the one at Turkey Ridge. Yeah. We left our names and everything on a sheet of paper on the cabinet.
Contact info.
When was this?
What, 10 years
Probably
ago?
10 years ago.
Only 10 years.
Probably 15 because I was still working. I wasn't retired.
I was only 14 years old back then, not that long ago.
You're still in diapers.
I know.
So, who knows?
Yeah, we can investigate.
Equipment, it was what kind of a rig was it? It was a Lenco. A Lenco and a power supply, and amazingly, it still keeps on going.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't turn off.
What would it take to get a better rig in T instead of a 1 watt rig?
We'd probably use the thing that.
There's a Kenwood radio there now at T.
Okay.
That's a Kenwood radio.
They were?
Yeah, it's
Like
probably
a
runs 20 watts or so.
D700 or D710 or something like that?
No, it's not that, you know.
Still old.
Well, yeah, I mean, but
Yeah.
those are on the used market fairly reasonable right
Yeah.
now. They have a built-in TNT and all that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah,
That's what I use at home, 710A.
yeah.
not too much, I guess. Once we
I'm
get in
just,
there and look at
you
it.
know, like if we're gonna put the effort into it and we're gonna
Yeah, figure out
make
what's
sure
wrong
that
with
we have
it.
APRS
Yeah,
service. Do you think we should just go with something that would be a little more reliable?
if we can get in there, yeah.
Okay.
So once we can, because it transmits out just fine, it's just it doesn't hear anything, really.
Okay.
So it doesn't, like I can be on the interstate and it should hear me, but it doesn't hear me.
I think it hears sometimes.
Yeah, it's
Something isn't
intermittent.
quite right.
Yeah,
There's Turkey Ridge tonight.
yeah. You're pretty straight across from, give or take.
Southwest.
So,
Well, we got enough money sitting around that we can
yeah,
improve it.
once we look at it though, let's
Yeah.
look at it first.
See what the problem is and then decide
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
solution
And you
should
have to
be.
make an agreement with T, Water Department.
When I was talking to the one gal, she was just kind of like, well, if you have a licensed climber and if you've already, her whole spiel was if you're doing stuff with Sioux Falls already, you're good with us.
Oh.
So she didn't seem to
Of course
care.
it was something.
Yeah,
Put her name on a piece of paper, make sure she's.
I know. I got the email still, so
Yeah, you'll just need a copy of our liability insurance.
yeah. And they just wanted a licensed and bonded climber who was a good climber. And
If you had to climb it. maybe.
if we had to climb, yeah. So, and we just had to call ahead, decently ahead, like a couple weeks ahead, to say, we're gonna be climbing, here's the time, here's who's doing it, you know. I wanted to see
Yeah, I
that,
don't know what kind of an antenna is there or anything,
yeah.
but I think it's mainly just the radio and the TNT.
Maybe we don't have a database of our equipment, including our antennas and cables.
Not from 15 years ago.
Why not?
That was
Start
just
out.
given to the club.
I think that's a nice tower where you go up through the middle.
Yeah. Any other technical bits or pieces?
Is there an action on that?
We still have to go and get in there. I guess
Okay.
that's the main. I tried it before it was fall, and I didn't have time to go up there. And
Okay.
last time I called her, which was probably a month or two before I talked to you about it, Jim,
Yeah, I.
she didn't get back to me either.
If you go to Discord, you can look at the date when we last spoke about it.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been, before the snow, sure.
Yeah,
But like I said, crickets right now, and I was gonna get back on it. I actually just texted my son too, so that he can get his drone up and see, maybe find it and see what it looks like.
it's been like that.
Maybe,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things up there now, so.
Yeah. So, and I think I know too, I don't remember who told me this one, Brian at Van Tech maybe. If you go to the water department, they can let you in directly too.
Right.
So you can kind of maybe bypass them a little.
Maybe,
Yeah.
I like that shady stuff.
Yeah. If they let you in, they let you in and you're good enough.
Yeah.
So,
As far as APRS, I've got a Camtronics and a patch cable and a Motorola radio that is completely spare to me, so that is useful.
can it do APRS? The TNC can do APRS then and all the, oh, okay. I'll let you know.
Okay.
I say, it'd be nice if we had something that was plug and play good that we knew was not gonna blow up.
Yes, I've replaced the, put more memory in the PNC and but I'm not, it's literally just sitting in the ground. So.
Do you have to like program the EEPROM and then you put the EEPROM in with club call and?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have the EEPROM programmer?
Yeah, it's all done, yeah. So I mean.
Okay, so you could switch it over to the club call and you'd be
Exactly,
good.
yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's probably the best route to go for, please. And it's just a Motorola business band that does some amount of power out?
Yeah, it's a 50 watt.
So could we like shove a fan on the back and?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. That one is solved then.
Yeah, I mean, we could get a computer fan and a thermistor on there for $20 off Amazon.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, once we get in and assess the situation, that's probably what we'll end up going with then. So once we get in, so maybe by next time, I don't know. So anyway, that's it on technical. Will, licensing class update.
Okay, we had a big test session on March 10th. We had 6 people show up, and we only have 5 tablets. So someone had to wait for 1 or 3 out. But everyone went home happy. We had Keith from Canton, who's a member. Got his Kilo Fox Zero Whiskey Sierra Echo. Then 3 from Sioux Falls. Evan is Kilo Fox Zero Whiskey Sierra Foxtrot. William is Kilo Fox Zero Whiskey Sierra Golf. And Ricardo is Kilo Fox Zero Whiskey Tango Lima. And Jeffrey came from Beersford and is Kilo Fox Zero Whiskey Sierra Julia. And then Elliot came down from Florida and upgraded to General. He is Kilo Fox Zero Papa Romeo Oscar. And so far, we don't have anyone lined up for April. There's one person that asked about it, but he didn't commit, and I sent him an email asking him either to let us know. So let us know one way or the other. But so far, no one for April. But a lot of times they come in with.
What was the big driver, do you think, that there was such a push for this last one?
No idea. No idea.
Yeah, interesting.
I think it's a lot of times people get in the winter they start studying, so they're ready by the spring. Could be that, I don't know. And we do have one test session I added on for the state convention, and that is on ARL website now.
I know with Evan, I offered him a dinner if he passed his test, so that was his driver. But
if anyone's thinking about upgrading, we have the state convention coming, good time to do it.
the dinner thing does not apply to the rest of the room. So I'm not taking you all to K-Pot. Cool. I know I'm challenging myself to get my hamvention time. I don't know if I'm going to do that one, but that's why it's a challenge. I know, yeah. I could try. I get 50% now.
Just as long as the book doesn't expire before you get it.
I got till 2027, I think. So,
Last time I got mine, it was like,
all right. State convention. Just give them the update for that one.
You're going to do that too.
Yeah.
Should I stand up?
If you want it.
We had another committee meeting on, I think it was end of March anyway. March 24th. And we picked out grand prizes. Actually got 2 of them. And Rick got the flyer made for us. I'll pass this around. You can all look at it. Looks really good. This has been sent out to area clubs, lots of area clubs. I think it's on our website now.
Good.
So it's getting out there. We do want to publicize this as much as we can. We picked out grand prizes. We're not sure what's the grand prize. We have a Rig Expert 6-stick 230, which I have in my possession. Then a QMX QRP radio. And we also scheduled some forums. We're going to have the ARRL update at 9 a.m., a POTA talk given by Gus at 10 a.m., then a Meshtastic talk at 11 a.m., because Meshtastic is really taking off right now. So I think there's a lot of interest in that. I'm not sure who's going to lead that, though. But, and then we're going to have, of course, the ham testing at register at 9:30, testing at 10. So we have to get another room for that. And we would like to schedule the next HamFest committee meeting for April 21st. And for that, we'd like to talk about the half-hour prizes. We have half-hour prizes starting at 9 o'clock. Those are pretty popular because a lot of people win things. And then we'll talk about the logistics, such as concessions and the PA system. I think, Steve, we borrowed your PA system. Can we do that again this year? Okay. All right, that'll work for that. So I'll pass this around. You can look at the flyer if you haven't seen it already.
Have we gotten the second room for the testing?
Yeah, we've got the whole building.
Okay, so.
We got a third and a fourth room too.
Last time, okay.
Do you send this as far out as Omaha?
It went to, I think it went to Omaha. Yes, it went to Omaha.
Did you send it to the division director?
I haven't
To
sent it
the
yet.
SM.
Oh,
SM, division director.
okay,
Send it up to Fargo too.
okay, I can do that.
We go to theirs, they might as well come down to ours.
All right, I'll send it out to you.
Red River, I think it's called.
Is it gonna be in the ARL?
It's already there. It's on the ARL.
Okay.
We're in the
It's
directory.
the South Dakota State Convention.
And that flyer's on our website.
It is.
So I can download it and send it off to.
I don't know if Dusty's gotten that set up yet.
Oh,
Last time I checked it, and
okay, I'll send it to Dusty too then. Sure we get it. Has it been sent to?
he just needs a kind of reminder or something.
Okay, he has one though, right?
I think he archived the old
got
website, so
a
I think we just
PDF,
gotta take out the old, put
Put
in
it
the
on
new.
and change stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just got rid of the link, 'cause the page still exists.
It is.
So,
Will, can you send me a link to that
I will do that.
PDF? I'll send it to everybody I know.
Okay, sounds
Because
good.
they're already been asking about it.
All right. Any more questions? Okay, thank you. Well, the next meeting, committee meeting will be April 21st at 7 p.m. and I'll send out a link for that.
Where's that gonna be?
That's the Hamfest committee.
Where?
Zoom.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in case.
Anything else?
all right. 6-meter repeater, Chan, now it's you.
Don't have any update. We were told that we would hear something after the 25th of March, after the repeater trustee got back from California. I've reached out 3 times in the last month, haven't heard anything back, so I presume that information's still coming. Adam and I had a chance to talk to another fellow from Crookston, Minnesota, at the Buffalo Ham Fest a couple weeks ago. And he's got a 6-meter repeater option also for us to look at. So we're putting together some options that would work best for the club. It's not going to be anything that goes up real fast or anything. We may even put it up temporarily locally here to make sure that it's working correctly first and all that. But we're moving forward at least with getting the information we need to make a decision. Not quite there yet.
Cool. Any questions on that? New business, old business?
New business. So, my co-op, the homeschool group that I brought up last time about doing the ISS contact, is willing to run a class for the 8th through 12th graders. The group of about 30-ish kids for the 8th through 12th graders. Overall, the homeschool group has over like 120-ish kids, all throughout various ages up to 12th grade. So, they would be willing to do it.
This is the one that meets at the church, right?
Yeah.
Oh, even better. Okay.
Yeah.
And they convinced me to teach a curriculum if they get to do this. Go in and for 1 hour every other week, teach whatever the curriculum is that's required.
Right now, they're taking applications for 2027.
Yep.
Everything's booked out.
By the way, it'll be a while.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah,
Okay.
but we would whatever we had to do, right? But
Yeah.
So if we want to do that, I think they agreed to do that.
Cool. And I asked them to send me some example curriculum 3 or
It's
4 days ago.
online,
So
they have it
they've
as
got
well.
some of it.
Yeah.
They've got some that other people have submitted too that they said they could take their stuff off and we put our stuff back on. So.
What else?
And then also, I'm going to go to Youth on the Air. It's like 30 people in the what's the name of the region?
IT2.
ITU Region 2, which is the Americas, both North and South America. So I'm excited about that.
Where's it at?
Huntsville.
Alabama,
Alabama,
yeah,
yes.
it's space theme this year.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they're gonna do an ISS
Yeah.
contact.
That's enormous.
You're gonna present about that when you get back. You already know.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I've met Neil who hosts that, and he's nice, so.
You
Alright. I have the box to make the new Morse box. Right now, just waiting on a few things. Still gotta cut some holes in it. Get the computer ready. Get our club information set up. And get for the actual game. And get it to be in the right configuration. I haven't quite done that yet. I need to do that.
This is to shrink down the one that's already there, right? Or is this the dip? This is the second one.
This is the second one.
Okay, okay.
At some point I gotta.
I thought it was that.
At some point I gotta get to the other one and update it with have our club information and all that other stuff. So.
Cool.
Yes, that's the. Yes.
And then we wanted to know whether if we wanted to build more, we should put something up at the state convention and ask for donations potentially to fund more of those. I think people would be interested. If we don't want to do more, that's fine.
Yeah.
So it's something we should think about.
So the Washington Pavilion agreed to one, or are they going?
That'd be Grumpy who would.
I sent the links with pictures of the other code system to the lady at the pavilion. I haven't heard back from her. Her main concern was how fragile is it. They have the electronic displays, and she's afraid they need to have somebody there watching it the whole time. And so I don't know how we're going to solve that. I also talked to the principal at Sioux Falls Lutheran School. I sent her the links. She's going to check with the science teachers to see if any of them would like to demonstrate it. But again, I need a picture of the way they use it. You know, no big deal. So another week or two or a month. However, I also mentioned to the lady at Sioux Falls Lutheran about ISIS, and she was interested. But I pointed out we're looking at 2 years down the road. So with your school, with them, I don't know what will happen, but there might be some other schools when I hear about it, you might want to get involved. Oh, personal though, tree took down my antenna on one side of it. When I put it back up, I must have got a kink in the wire, but it's broken. So if anybody has a way to splice 2 wires without taking 3 feet off the total length of the antenna, I'd sure appreciate it when it gets warmer. Because all I have to do is just crimp the 2 ends together and then put the antenna back up. But I have to have a crimp that'll handle, you know.
You solder it?
Well, I'm going to solder it after I get it crimped. So if everybody has any ideas, I'd appreciate it, but I'm going to wait till it warms up before I do anything. If it ever warms up.
Is it bare wire or is it insulated?
No, it's not insulated. It's what? Standard, what is it, about 15 or 16 gauge? Copper. Yeah, it's G5R MFJs, G5RV. And as I say, I must have got a kink when I put it back up because it snapped this kind of.
Because I repaired an antenna that way, but mine was insulated. I just spliced 2 pieces together, then put heat shrink over it to keep it insulated.
What did you use to splice it with?
I just used one of those coupling connectors, butt connectors, and just crimped it down and then soldered over it. It probably took maybe 1/8 of an inch off of the antenna length.
Oh, I think I could spare that much. You know, it's kind of doubtful. I don't know where my
You're gonna have to use the antenna to a little bit
I don't know
more.
whether it could over handle that or not.
There's all kinds of splices in the handbook.
Standard, like electric connector.
use a
electrical
wagon.
contact part, and there's a
Tells you
shell.
how to splice.
Actually, I have mine was just a bare one, a bare coupler.
Don't have any of those. Somebody's got one.
Actually, I got it from Radio Shack before they went out of business.
They're a big help.
It's like 15 years ago, just like the T site. Yeah.
Well, no, it wasn't 15, it was 2016.
Twist it, solder.
Grumpy, I've probably got all kinds of connectors, I can help you with that.
Well, that's it, it's all right. The other problem I've got is the, what do you call that, choke that goes along with the feed line to the ladder line. Wind got hold of something and yanked the coax out of the plug, so I've got to repair that.
That's another one.
No big rush,
Co-op
but
tonight.
maybe the next meeting you could
Do you
bring
want
those
to?
connectors.
Okay, yep. Say for the APRS contract, do we want to agree on a group tonight, since we've got a willing one, or does anyone else have it?
I mean, there's other schools, of course, but I mean, there's already been some work done, so I think it would be crazy to.
It's nice that my mom works there too, which makes it even
Yeah,
easier to get stuff there ahead of time.
And I wanted to mention on the APRS project as well, as far as the equipment goes, I've got an extremely high quality positioner that, and a radio that would work well for that.
Is this your dish?
Yeah. The dish would get swapped out with the Yagi, but yeah.
Cool.
2 Yagis, but yeah.
You haven't concluded the dish experiment though yet,
It's
right?
still going, I'm watching it right now.
Will you be able to present about it next meeting? by
Yeah,
chance?
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
there's
go.
only 3 days of the mission left, so.
Has anyone else seen his dish that he made? You'll have to show a picture
You
later.
guys
It's
use
so
the
cool.
wristband on it?
Yeah, that's been, yeah.
That reminds me of 1969.
Have we arrived at a price for this Meshtastic unit that we're gonna get, and how do we order it?
Kevin,
And how do I
come
pay
up with
for
a dollar amount? I got a list of interested parties.
I haven't thought
Yeah.
about that since last month when we
Oh.
talked about it. Was there, what are we waiting on for that?
I don't remember.
The list.
I got
The list, right?
Yeah, I got 13 people on the list.
Yeah, me to it.
Yeah, okay, 14 people on the list.
I think you just have to get a first year price on how much the kit's gonna cost.
Yeah. We had a range, we didn't have a, I think if I remember right.
And then you need to post it on the website so we can pay her before we order it.
You want it on the website?
Well, I'm not taking the money for ordering. I'm taking the money afterwards.
Yeah, they do it, like they pay, we have,
Pay somebody else and then,
yeah, we're gonna get enough of them and then
yeah.
collect it after. Or if you want to pay ahead, I'll take your money ahead of time too, but.
Well, I don't care as long as I get one.
As long as I know what it costs.
We had a range before, Kevin, do you
I
have?
think it wasn't a range so much as the tracker was a set price. Actually, I don't know. When I put more than a certain amount into my cart, they did get cheaper, but it didn't tell me where the price break was at. So for the trackers, I don't know. For the solar ones, it was, what was it, $80 if we did them in increments of 10, I think, if I remember right. Of course, I don't know if any of the components change price a month. I can check on it.
How about and within the next week, I send out an email blast several times saying, if you'd like it, sign up now, otherwise,
Get that link
forever hold your
finalized,
peace.
and then get it to me and I'll figure out.
It's just a Google Sheets now that I let people auto-populate, so.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, should be fine.
Yeah, finish the list.
But I think you should get a first year price on how much it's gonna cost.
Yeah,
Before
no.
you have people come in and buy it.
Yeah, let me know after, so. So do we want to agree on the APRS? Do we need a vote for proceeding? I don't think we really do, do we?
Who's gonna write the application into APRS?
Yeah, I talked with them and they were all too giddy about doing it, so.
There's plenty of additional support if we want. I mean, like the commander at the Air Guard base in Sioux Falls would be happy to write a note of support. Could easily get some notes of support from the mayor before he leaves, but
Clock is ticking.
Yeah. But yeah, if we want additional horsepower to go behind our application, it'd be pretty easy to go garner some of that.
I mentioned it to the person I know who works at Kello, and she was like, cool, when? And I'm like, well,
2027.
yeah, not for a while. So she made the joke that she might be retired by then. So maybe. So, and I know for a lot of times when they do those, they can bump it up a week or two sometimes, like when they give you your allocation of you get this pass here.
Yeah.
I know sometimes they reschedule. Quite often they do. So yeah. So I can start on the application. We gave him a grant through work, so I know the one guy decently well. But anything else before we?
I got one piece of new business I want to bring to the group. Ab and I were talking during the last test session with a fellow that took a test with us. Didn't yet have a radio for any of the frequencies.
Oh, yeah.
So we had this idea of, since UB5Rs are like $15 on Amazon, the club buys like 5 of them. We program code plugs for them, and then we sell them like as a package for like $30 a radio. And it includes both the radio that's pre-programmed and a year of membership with the club. So I would like to get like 5 radios.
I actually kind of like that idea because the guy at the meeting liked it.
Yeah.
So minis are maybe better because they have some filtering on the side.
Something to add to that, Hot Springs Radio Club does that, but they give them free to whoever passes the exam.
Yeah.
It's a small investment in getting members into the club, and I'd be for giving away
membership,
free.
$10 for a new membership. Give them a radio.
I like that strategy.
Yeah.
Get them started with a
signed up
membership.
and hand them a radio.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
Because it's only, for new hands, it's only $10.
Particularly now that we have.
Jonathan?
Yours is still a free one too, by the way.
Is it free or do you have to pay for that one?
It's free.
Oh.
And it's programmable with software. I mean, it's a little radio. So.
Isn't that the QRZ1 or whatever they call it?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah. Under QRC. But you have to get it within 6 months of you getting your license. My wife missed it by a week. Because FCC shut down their payment site.
So she had to wait?
Yeah.
So last month, was there some talk about upgrading the microphones on our Zoom bit?
So I talked to the gal before. We talked about it. This one works okay enough for now, but I asked them, the guy, emergency management guy came in a little bit ago, and I was like, would you guys accept if we just ran the cable nicely for whatever mic we end up using and then drop it down there so they could use it too, and then it just stays up there permanently? And this isn't the guy who makes all the decisions, but he does some of them. And he was like, well, that'd be nice because what we have now is bad. So
The thing is, if you talk in the middle of the room, it's fine. Right. If you're on the outskirts, you can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Because if you're right around here, fine, you hear it. If you're over toward that wall, you don't understand anything.
Hi, Steve.
Mr.
Mr. AVI.
You need 3 of them almost.
I've looked into USB microphones. They sell sets that have 3 mics that we can ceiling mount, have a USB cable come down to the PC. They're about $175 to $200. It'd be easy to put one up and hide the cables and make it look really nice. It'd be nice to really tidy up these cables too while we're at it, kind of doing the service.
Right now, what we have isn't good enough.
Yeah. I guess if we record it too, it'd be nice to have.
USB mics, are they wireless?
No.
So.
Hey, Adam.
I would not suggest wireless.
Give me a second, let me pull you up. Whoever that was.
It's Brad.
Hi, Brad.
What's the model or the brand name on that current one hanging on the ceiling? Is that a?
It's gray Polycom, I think.
Okay. If you can get up next to it and see if there's ports on the side or the back. At the airport, we recently upgraded our phone system, and we used to use Polycoms. And I've got 2 satellite microphones that might work for it.
There's 2 USB ports on it, but
no, it's not a USB. It's like a phone jack type of port.
No, I can't see a thing.
Yeah.
But if you can get a picture, shoot that to me.
Yeah, it does have
I will note that I changed the settings on Zoom, so I lowered the noise suppression. So it was set to high. Okay. So I set it to low for this meeting to experiment to see how it turns out on the recording.
Yep. Yeah, that might work.
This is
Gotta wait until you pull it down.
an off-ramp.
Don't pull it down yet.
What's the picture of it?
Yeah, we can do it when I take it down later.
Oh, okay.
I'll send you one, Brad, on Discord after the meeting.
Cool, thank you.
Yep.
Unrelated, I was just gonna say the QSN radio is not free anymore, it's like $18, and it's really not worth $18.
How much is the battle thing?
Yeah,
15?
yeah, the Valve thing would be a better radio than this.
Oh.
Yeah, just circle back around on that. I would just like to get a motion to get 5 radios if someone could make that.
Why limit it to 5?
All right.
Just to make sure we sell them. It's
Are we
a test. If it sells, then I'll come back.
There's probably not any bulk thing unless you order 100 of them too.
Yeah, there's not.
So we're not gonna do that. So, all right, so someone made a motion, someone
So
second.
what are we doing for the cost? For sure. 15 or 30, or are we gonna do
I mean,
the 10-year, 1 year, the first year membership?
If the club wants to do it, or it's, $10, that's great, I think. We give them the radio at the cost of the $10 membership for the first year.
Before we go through on this,
What's the radio cost us?
$15.
So if they get a year's membership, right, and then do that, we're gonna how we're capped at under 100 people for the groups.io. We're gonna
We're like 2 people away.
We're like 2 people away, and if I kick off, I did the math. If I kick off non-paying people, it's still not a lot of wiggle room. So we might. Should we make another free one and then send it out in separate groups.ios at the same time?
I think we just have the paperwork.
How much was it?
Like, I don't remember what we were saying.
I remember it being kind of
It was
expensive
kind of
for what it
pricey
is. Yeah. We're not going back to what we did before because that sucked. So having where you put everyone on the BCC line and then send it out gets you banned from many people's email providers. So
220 per year is what I messaged you that night. But I mean, for how nice it is to send out messages, $220 per year is nothing. You gotta remember we are a not-for-profit.
How much do we have?
$17,000.
Okay. Yeah. See, now I'm acting like you guys being cheap. Okay, well. Guess we have, there's currently, I guess, one outstanding motion of the 5 Baofangs and a year's membership.
Second.
All in favor?
Let's define it a little better.
Yeah.
What are we buying, what are we giving away?
So,
let's define it at $10 a year.
First year.
$10 for the first year, sorry. $10 gets them the first year's membership and the radio.
Yep.
Okay.
If they
pay $10 and
if they pass.
If they fully sign up to the system where they.
Do they need to have
the next?
Sorry, what was that?
Do they need to have a call sign?
Well, no, because if they pass the test with us, then we know they're licensed. So.
And if they never sign up for the mailing list, then
You can add them to Ham Club online without a call sign.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I would just add it in after they call sign petition, because I would get told what their call sign is immediately.
Well, when I get the check or the cash, I'll add it right away.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Was saying, Tim's got a comment.
$10 radio, year membership, they'll get signed up, so the next year they'll automatically get notified that it's time to renew their membership.
Yes.
I'm for it.
Yeah. So we've got a first and a second. Can we do the full motion now? All in favor? Any opposed? There we go. Are you gonna buy? Yeah. Cool. That'll work. So you can order it now and get your reimbursement right away.
Plan to have it.
Cool.
Next week.
All right. Anything?
And then we
Steve.
One piece of business with the South Dakota Link Net. If you're partaking in the net every Wednesday night, you'll know last month we had Nayara and or ARH act as net control. She did a great job, and it's actually turned into a project for Jonathan for a new logging software that we're trying out, which is really awesome. I won't talk too much about that because it's still a work in progress and it's his project, but thank you for that. I think that's really helping a lot. But I got Nayara a custom coffee mug for calling late for a month, so I'd like to give that to her tonight. And if anybody else is interested in taking net for a month, it's real easy to do, and it's kind of fun, and it's a good skill to have. Organizing a net and calling it and being able to manage all the traffic is it's a good skill to have with radio. So just putting it out there. If you're interested, let me know, and I'd be happy to get you set up.
Nayar, was it really that hard?
No,
Yeah.
I can second this counter that it is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick. So
So somebody's working on something on the mics or not?
yeah, I'll get some information on mics and I'll get some products and prices, and we're gonna go with the 3 mics in the ceiling, USB, and then do we want to do anything with the camera?
Is there a place we can mount it?
We could mount the camera.
They have one there.
Well,
yeah, that goes to their computer, and that one's kind
right.
of fussy.
So
We got some great
my
clips.
suggestion for the webcam, if it's okay with the people online, put it in the back so they get the same view as everyone sitting in the chairs. If you want to do a corner mounted camera, you get kind of the same picture. It'd be up a little higher, but there's an outlet right in the wall up there for power. You could do this camera on a bracket on the wall and just run the USB cable down with the microphone cable.
Would you be doing the install so it looks good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I would put it in and it would look nice and professional.
So you can get a quote on that. I'll ask, I can't think of her name, the EM gal who does all this stuff. She's the official sign off on that, or Jason maybe. And then we can make sure, because the one guy I talked to is just a guy who said they would probably say yes. So, and I know they would say yes too, but I want to get the official okay.
Yeah, so all in, it'd probably be $200, $250 mainly for the microphones. All the other cables we already have, USB extensions and stuff like
Do we want to just vote on it and say like an up to 300 or something?
I think we're still following up too on that one to see if Brad's microphones.
I really doubt it with the number of brands that are out there.
Okay.
And this one being an off-brand, I'd probably wager a child that it won't work. Okay. Just, yeah, chances are pretty slim that they'll plug into this.
I'll still send them the picture,
But
but
we
yeah.
can try, but it's, yeah. But yeah, I think 3 mics in here would be good. And then we can make it look really nice, and the emergency management people are more than welcome to use it.
Could you have it where they could like easily plug in and do all their?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep, they can plug it into their laptops and do whatever they need.
They use laptop permanently then? Installed permanently?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. Just put it in here and leave it.
Yeah, I think that's what they prefer almost. Cool.
I think I might get some new cables for the TVs too. This is kind of a
Could run it to where it's not.
Yeah,
and this.
It's something where we wouldn't have to plug everything in every time.
I don't have to be boxed in here all the time.
Yep.
Cool.
Over the top or something.
Yeah.
Do you want to vote for that, Steve, or do you want to like?
Let me get some prices first, and I'll have something for next meeting to present and some prices.
Cool.
And an actual plan put together.
And then for the group study, I don't think Christine, do you
Yeah.
want to like get that pre-approved once we go over the 100, which we'll hit very quickly.
Well, so there's a limit of 100 emails for the free trial. After that, it's 44 cents a member, but there's a minimum of $220 a year. I'd like a motion to be able to do that, then we aren't capped at 100 people.
I'll take a motion to do that.
I'll second it.
Oh, well, we have to have 500 members to worry about. Okay,
We're not going to hit that.
No. That's a good goal.
If we have 500 members, it's a good problem to have.
Yeah. All right, so we got a first, we got a second. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? That solves that.
That was an expand group IO beyond the 100 limit.
Yeah, we hit our cap. That also helps me because I don't have to go in there and go, is this guy paying? Because not everyone has their name on there. So I have to figure out who like Joe Dirt 72 is, whatever that corresponds to.
Yeah, there's lots of weird.
And there are people
Where
that.
did these people come from?
I kept a list of all the, like, you know, those young kids that came a while back? I kept a list of who they were, so I could, if they ever did come back, I could boot them out. And I did eventually, because they didn't come back for 6 months, right?
Yeah.
So safe to assume they didn't get their license. But like all these other ones, I have no clue who the heck these people are.
Yeah.
So, and they're members, I think, because they were on the old mailing list, but I don't know who they are. So.
Are they alive? Are they selling trees?
I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell who Joe Dirt 72 is. So.
Oh, I hate that.
Anyway, any other new business before we go to the talk?
I looked up the prices.
Yeah.
Before the talk, I passed around the list of the equipment that I'm willing to pass out to you guys. Please, before you leave, let me have the list back, and if you have, annotate whatever you want or don't want.
There's no prices on that, or what?
It's a donation.
All donation?
Donation.
Hopefully somewhere between $25 and $50 would be nice, but, you know, if you want it, it's better than the landfill. I'd be willing to consider that. It's all going to the grandkids, it's college fund anyway.
Kevin, were you going to say something?
Yeah, I looked up the prices on those Meshtastic notes. The tracker, so with the portable, turnkey, ready to go one was $47, and then the solar builds we're looking at doing are $85.
75
everything?
and 85.
47 and 85.
125.
$150.
Yeah, for both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You write it out to 50.
Yeah.
So should I add that to the sheet and then follow up with people and get a bigger list?
Yeah.
Cool. I will follow up and text that over to me, would you?
Yeah.
And I will send that out in the email, and then you can fill out the form and say yes or no. So we have a better, bigger list. So, anything else?
I make a motion to adjourn so we can have a talk.
Yeah, we'll talk before it gets too dark. First, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right.